Stop waiting. Waiting has cost you more than failure. Waiting has stolen years from your life. Waiting has kept you stuck in the same place with the same problems, the same excuses, and the same dreams collecting dust. You keep telling yourself for one day when I'm ready, one day when the timing is right, one day when I have more money, one day when I feel confident, one day when life gets easier. And while you're waiting for one day, life is passing you by every single day. Nobody ever tells you this, but waiting feels responsible. Waiting feels responsible. Waiting feels smart. But waiting is one of the most dangerous habits you can build, because waiting convinces you that you're being patient, when in reality you're being scared. Waiting convinces you that you're planning, when in reality you're procrastinating. Waiting convinces you that you're protecting yourself, when in reality you're holding yourself back. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Motivation comes and goes. If you only move when you feel motivated, you'll move once in a while and stay stuck the rest of the time. Discipline moves when motivation disappears. Commitment moves when feelings change. Winners don't wait to feel ready. They move because they're tired of staying the same. You're waiting for confidence, but confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You're waiting to believe in yourself, but belief grows through effort. You're waiting for clarity, but clarity shows up when you start walking, not when you stand still. Nothing becomes clear about waiting. Everything becomes clear about doing. Let me ask you something honest. How long are you going to keep waiting? Another year? Another 5 years? Another decade? How much proof do you need before you realize that waiting isn't helping you? That the perfect time isn't coming? That the perfect situation doesn't exist? Life doesn't pause until you feel comfortable. Life keeps moving with or without you. You don't need permission to start. You don't need approval to try. You don't need validation to chase what's calling you. Waiting for permission is just another way of saying you're afraid to take responsibility. Because once you start, you can't blame anyone else. Once you move, it's on you. And that scares people more than failure ever could. Stop waiting for your past to stop hurting. Stop waiting for your fears to disappear. Stop waiting for everyone to support you. Some people will never understand your vision, and that's okay. Your dream wasn't given to them, it was given to you. Carry it anyway. Waiting has a cost. It costs momentum. It costs confidence. It costs belief. The longer you wait, the heavier the first step feels. The longer you wait, the louder your doubts become. The longer you wait, the more comfortable you get with the life you once promised yourself you would never accept. You say you want change, but you keep waiting for change to feel easy. Change is never easy. Growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is painful, but staying the same hurts too. You're just used to that pain. Stop choosing familiar pain over unfamiliar growth. You're waiting for life to calm down. Let me be clear. Life doesn't calm down. There will always be bills. There will always be responsibilities. There will always be challenges. If you wait for a season with no problems, you'll wait forever. The people who win learn to move while life is chaotic. Stop waiting for fear to leave. Fear never leaves. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in spite of fear. Every person you admire was scared too. They just decided not to let fear make their decisions. You're waiting because you don't want to fail. But failure is feedback. Failure is a teacher. Failure is proof that you tried. Waiting teaches you nothing. Waiting gives you no lessons. Waiting only gives you regret, and regret is heavy. Regret follows you. Regret reminds you of all the chances you didn't take. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. You've already lost enough time saying a later. Later turns into never faster than you think. The only real moment you have is now. And if you don't act now, now will become another memory of something you almost did. You're waiting because you think you have time. You don't. None of us do. Time is the one thing you can't get more money. You can make more money. You can rebuild relationships. You can gain skills. But you can never get yesterday back. Every day you wait is a day you can't recover. Stop waiting to become perfect. This is a lie. Perfection is fear dressed up as standards. Nobody starts perfect. Nobody stays perfect. Progress beats perfection every time. Start messy. Start unsure. Start scared. Just start. You're waiting because you're worried about what people will say. People will talk whether you try or not. They'll judge you when you start and ignore you when you stay stuck. At least give them something to talk about. At least give yourself a chance. Waiting is easy. Staying comfortable is easy. Making excuses is easy. What's hard is committing. What's hard is showing up consistently. What's hard is looking at yourself and saying, this is my responsibility. Stop waiting for a sign. The fact that you feel restless is the sign. The fact that you're dissatisfied is a sign. The fact that you know you're capable of more is the sign. You don't need the universe to shout at you. That quiet voice inside you has been talking for years. You're waiting because you're afraid to let go of who you are. But who you are right now is not who you're meant to stay. Growth requires shedding old habits, old identities, old limits. You can't hold on to the old version of you and expect a new life. Stop waiting for the pain to stop before you move. Sometimes movement is what stops the pain. Sometimes action is the healing. Sitting still with your thoughts only makes them louder. You've waited long enough to start, long enough to try, long enough to believe, long enough to change. At some point, waiting becomes a decision, and that decision is costing you your future. Stop waiting for life to give you confidence. Earn it. Stop waiting for opportunity. Create it. Stop waiting for motivation. Build discipline. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Save yourself. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not incapable. You are just waiting. And the moment you stop waiting, everything begins to shift. Not instantly, not magically, but gradually, steadily, powerfully, action breaks fear. Action builds momentum. Action turns dreams into plans and plans into reality. The first step doesn't need to be big, it just needs to be taken. One step today is better than 1,000 plans tomorrow. Stop waiting for the right mindset. Mindset grows through action. Stop waiting to feel strong. Strength is built under pressure. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a decision, not a feeling. Life will never ask you if prepared. It will only ask if you showed up. And right now, life is calling your name. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Right now, you owe it to yourself to stop waiting. You owe it to the sacrifices you've already made. You owe it to the future version of you who is counting on today's choices. That version of you is begging you to move. Waiting keeps you dreaming. Action makes you dangerous. Dangerous to limitations. Dangerous to excuses. Dangerous to the life you no longer want. So stand up, even if you're tired. Move forward, even if you're scared. Take the step, even if your voice shakes. Because momentum is built by those who refuse to wait. Stop waiting for everything to line up. Life lines up when you move. Stop waiting for confidence to knock. Confidence answers when you act. Stop waiting for permission. You already have it. This is your moment. Not because everything is perfect, but because it isn't. Not because you feel ready, but because you're tired of waiting. Choose action. Choose courage. Choose movement. And remember this, the biggest regret you'll ever have is not that you tried and failed, but that you waited and never tried at all. Stop waiting.